Oh my god. You're so awesome, Lawrence Lim.
It's Lawrence Lim with the W.
Farmer John lived on a quiet rural highway, but as time went by, the traffic slowly built up to an alarming rate. The traffic was so heavy and so fast that his chickens were being run over at a rate of 3 or 6 a day. So one day, Farmer John called the sheriff's office and said, "You gotta do something about these people driving so fast. They're running over my chickens." "What do you want me to do?" asked the sheriff. "Well, I don't care. Just do something about these drivers." So the next day, the sheriff had the county workers put up a slow school crossing sign. Well, 3 days later, Farmer John called the sheriff and said, "You gotta do something about these drivers. The school crossing sign made them go even faster." So again, the sheriff sends out the county workers and they put up a slow children at play sign. Well, that really sped him up. So Farmer John called and called every day for 3 weeks. Finally, he asked the sheriff, "Hey, can I put up my own sign?" The sheriff says, "Sure, go ahead, put up your own sign." He didn't care, he just wanted them to stop calling. So the sheriff got no calls from Farmer John, and 3 weeks later, curiosity got the best of him. So he decided to give the farmer a call. "So, John, how's the problem with those drivers? Did you put up your sign?" "Oh, I sure did. Not one chicken's been run over. I gotta go, I'm pretty busy." He hung up. Well, the sheriff was pretty confused now, and he thought to himself, "I better get out there and take a look at that sign. It's gotta be something." So the sheriff went out to the farmer's house, and as he drove by, he started to laugh because he saw spray painted on the sheet of wood, "Nudist Colony. Go slow and watch out for naked chicks."
One night, this man and his wife was in the bed asleep when they heard a knock at the door. So the husband looked over at the clock and seen it was 3 o'clock in the morning. He was like, "Hell no, I'm not answering no door 3 o'clock in the morning." He rolled back over and went to sleep. The knock got hard. His wife says, "You gonna answer that door?" So he got up, put his slippers on, he walked downstairs, he opened the door. It was a complete stranger. He could tell the man was drunk. The man said, "I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but you think you can give me a push?" The man said, "Hell no, man. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Me and my wife was out there asleep, man." He slammed the door, went back upstairs, told his wife about it. She said, "Now you dead ass wrong." He said, "What?" She said, "Because you remember when we went to go pick up the kids one night, that car broke down in the pouring down rain, and you needed somebody to jump you, and this stranger came out of nowhere and helped you jump this car. Now you dead ass wrong." He said, "Babe, but that man drunk." She said, "Don't matter. You give help to receive help, babe." He said, "Man, all right." He went back downstairs, opened the door, and he see the dude nowhere. So he yelled out. He said, "Hey, man, you still out there?" The man said, "Yeah." He said, "You still need a push?" He said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Where you at? I don't see." He said, "I'm over here on the swing."
So there was a farmer, his son, and the only animal on the farm that survived the winter, a duck. One day, the farmer was sitting down paying off the bills when he realized they were broke. He told his son to go into town and sell the duck for as much money as he could get. Well, he came across the prostitute that was pretty ugly. She looked straight at the boy and said, "Costs $10 if you want some." The boy said he had no money and started to walk away. But she stopped him and said that she would take the duck in his hands instead of the $10. The boy gleefully accepted, so they went off and had sex. An hour later, the boy was leaving. She pleaded that he come back and do it again because it was the best she'd ever had. She offered him the duck back, and they went at it again. Well, another hour passes, and the boy heads home, the duck in hand. On the way, the duck gets spooked and flies from his hands, goes right into the path of an oncoming car, obliterating the duck. The man driving the car gets out and apologizes to the boy. He hands him $25 for his trouble and gets on his way. Later, the boy goes home and hands his father $25. Well, his father noticed that his son looks exhausted and asked him what happened. The boy's reply said, "Well, I got a fuck for a duck for a fuck, and $25 for a fucked up duck."